I'm from a madhouse on Madison, nigga. We ain't panicking. It's a thin line between Euro stepping and traveling. Tuck it worldwide, now we the Chicago advocates. Form the United Center, cause L's come with an ambulance. I'm from a madhouse on Madison, nigga.
Okay, what's the meaning of the album? Disrespect, respectfully.
I was at the time when I came up with the name, I was in a certain place mentally, and I just felt like Chicago as a whole in the world, because of course we have our regular Chicago politics, but I just feel like in the whole world of hip hop, people see us and they hear us, but I feel like certain powers that be gone. I don't know if I want to say go out their way, but no one's going to go out their way to help us do anything.
Right.
Or pass through here, get their money. Even the big dogs, they'll come through here and they'll let people stand on stage, maybe, take a picture, but they're not doing those songs. They're gonna pass through and get the bread and keep it moving. Even though I've heard certain people say Chicago is their biggest market. So I feel like for us, we have to stand for something. And I just didn't like how fanned out some of my peers were being about some of these guys that would never give us an opportunity. And I just felt like they know we next up. They know Chicago is the next scene to have it for underground hip hop. A lot of people know that. So I just feel like, man, it's like we allow these guys to pass through here and do what they do. Well, I ain't preaching let's go to war, but at the same time, I think that we have the power to make it more uncomfortable for people or whatever the case may be. So the way I was feeling, that somebody had to put their foot down as far as we next up and, they're not going to open the door. We got to kick in the door. So that was my whole thing. And then, I really come from a street background. I'm moving different, family guy these days, but sometimes my old instincts kick in on certain things, and I'm just like, man, I'm not that nice. I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of the people that I'm in the grind coming up with, and I respect what everyone did for the culture, for the lane, to keep it moving. Those before me, but at the same time, nothing stays the same. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like I feel like certain people are just too intimidated by the city in the whole. And the amount of talent coming out of the city to even say, hey, these guys are dope. Or let me do a song with this guy. I know guys that been rotating with certain cats for so many years before they was even as big as they are, and they had never give certain guys an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They let guys be their tour guide through here, get them their weed, give them their chicken wings and mild sauce, and then they get the hell up out of there. So I just don't respect it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had to let it be known where I stood, and I wanted the bars and the message to be disrespectful, respectfully, because we men. But at the end of the day, I mean you the utmost disrespect. You know what I'm saying? We Chicago, so that's what that was.
Okay. Now, the producer for this project is not from Chicago. How'd you end up doing an entire album with Machacha?
Machacha from Copenhagen, Denmark. Water put us in tune. Water had a couple projects with him. He put us in tune, and I think I featured on Water's project with Machacha, and it was like an introduction. Then Machacha ended up putting me on one of his compilation projects, and this is a project we've been working on for some time. I think I've been working on this project for 2 years because I have a lot of projects. So I'm not the type of guy to work on one project at once. I'll be working on 10 projects at once. And that just makes it easier for me. It's like I guess if I was a painter, I'd be painting a picture, then I'd go start another painting just to clear my palette. And I'll come back to that painting. Like, that's just my process. And some get finished quicker than others. I got certain projects that I finished in one session, but some stuff, it takes a little bit longer. And by me never talking to Machacha on the phone, everything was through like text message via Instagram. I feel like that added to taking a little bit longer. But Water put me in tune with him. I told him I pitched the Straight Disrespect idea to him. He was loving it. Then it's like, even though I'm still in that same mindset, that was my mindset kind of like 2 years ago. And I was fresh out of jail. I was really like a little more rah-rah in the man about how going about it, certain things
Mm.
that I wanted to do. So then I came back to him like, hey, what if we change the name? He's like, no, I like that first name. So I kind of had to get into, I had to like channel, because you know how we feel different. You know, you might want to fight somebody last year and then you just don't care as much the next year. Like it's like,
Mm.
yeah, it's still F them, but at the same time, I don't gotta go upside his head no more, like or whatever the case may be. So
Right.
that's kind of how it was. So it's like I had to put myself back into a certain mindset, like, and you know, I mean what I said though. Like everything I'm saying is just like, man, I'm all for Chicago, and I'm all for our growth. I'm all for the growth of our economy. Whether it's me, you, I'm all for the growth of the DJs, the rappers, the producers, the interviewers. And we need more money generating around here so we all can get more money off what we do. But if we stay locked into this fan mindset of some people that have never opened doors up for us, or even put a foot in the door for us just to hold it for us. It's like, man, that's what's keeping us back. The fanness of it. And we all talented in our own right in what we do. And we Chicago. So we got to stand on that business.
Mm. You know, what you're saying reminds me of, you know, 30 years ago, Common left, maybe 20, 25 years ago, Common left. Kanye left right after him. Brad left before them both. It's like, I think there's this thing where there's no music business in
Yes,
Chicago. So people have to go elsewhere to pop off. Um, but I think the internet and streaming and all that stuff has changed that.
absolutely.
So it's not necessary. But there was bad feelings. Like people was mad when Common left. You know, like people was mad that Common never really put nobody on.
And
But
look, and that's what this whole thing's about. Not to cut your
no,
wisdom,
you
King,
good.
but with much respect to Common, yeah, I respect that man, as a woo to woo, but I can't identify one person that he has put on. I can't. One of my favorite rappers ever is Lupe. My favorite artist ever is Kanye. But as far as Chicago goes, you know what I'm saying? I can't name somebody that Lupe said, "Come here, I got you." I mean, and we don't really give back. I feel like people make it out, and then they got this like I made it out syndrome, like,
Yeah.
and it's like. Meanwhile, you got guys really growing here. You got guys touring here, really giving they all. Where if you can get a chance to rap a feature, that would help out tremendously. But you know what I'm saying? So I'm not here to call anybody out, especially from my own city, but the proof's in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, we in a digital age now where, you know what I'm saying, it is easier to reach people and get certain things going on. But I just feel like if some of the heavies would kick back a little bit more, like shout out to Shauna. She's very
Hmm.
in tune with the underground and
Yeah.
everything that's going on. And she knows who's who. She's tapping in. She's coming to shows. She's resharing, reposting. So I'm like, Shauna, you're like one of the only legends that does this.
Hmm.
And she's like, well, if they don't do it, F them.
Mm.
It's like how it's like I ain't saying share me, but I hear what's going on here. I know who's doing what. And it's just like, damn, there's nothing you hear that say, hey, that's dope. Let me reshare that. Let me
Hmm.
repost that. Let me put a verse on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that's the part I don't respect. You know what I'm saying? There's so many blatant slaps in the face we gotta take. So it's just like, man, I'm slapping niggas back. You know what I'm saying? That take that because it's like that takes some off for me. If you can't aid and assist your environment, and if you want to, that's one thing. Then if you want to come into our environment and not plant any seeds, that's another thing.
Hmm.
And just I say my background, no matter how much of a changed man I am, my background can allow that.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, my favorite song on the new album is Madhouse on Madison.
Mm.
It's like the Mount Rushmore of Chicago rap right now. Tell me how that song came together.
Um, Who was on that first? I think I was in the studio. I sent the song because Water was like I said, he introduced me to Machacha, so I got him on. Like I got two verses out of him immediately. Then I sent it over to Vic. Vic came and knocked his part out, and that was just the end for me. It was just me, Vic, and Water. Then one day I was in the studio with I Am God. Like, hey, what you think about this? Oh yeah, come on. And I think he put his verse together there, and that goes back to what we talk about right now. That goes back to what we talking about right now. Just I say form the United Center. Just us moving in different ways. Moving in different ways, whereas I get out of here. Us moving, us moving in different ways just to like I don't know, even though like we talking about Common them leaving, I always hear things where they say, oh, well, the city was never really united. So do we got this united thing going on right now? That's why I'm like, you know what I'm saying, form the United Center. You know what I'm saying? Because anything else is to our detriment.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, you got another song. Hey Daniel is a song with
Mm.
Jay Hayes. For those that don't know, explain who the little people are.
The Little People is a group consisting of me and Jay Hayes. And yeah, we both are solo artists, but when we come together and do music with the Little People, a duo, I think one of the top duos in the city. And we love to do like Styles and Jada type thing where we go back and forth. We both try to include at least one song on every album where we do that.
Mhm.
On our solo albums. And we got a lot of tapes together in the cut. But yeah, Jay Hayes, that's my dog. That's the person I do the most music with. And that's my brother in real life. We just left the gym together literally an hour ago. And I think he's gonna pull up tonight to record. Yeah,
Okay.
we both gotta work in the morning. So we gonna
Yeah.
see if we probably see if we get us a couple songs in and then. Do you know who Hey Daniel is?
No.
So there's this guy named there's an online comedian who's from the city.
Okay.
Hey, his name is Burnpo. And he has a character called Hey Daniel.
Okay.
And he just hates everything.
Uh,
He that shit weak. He think every like it be stuff that's good. He features people on stuff like King Louis, different people. And
okay.
somebody might like them, like, oh, you heard that new so and so, man, they got a nice new and then you be like, man, that shit weak as hell. If it was me, I would even like this. Oh, he just hate everything because it
Okay.
ain't him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So we was just trying to give off that, we really giving off that Chicago, like, man, all that anything that ain't this is whack. Like we must be haters because we hate it. We think it's not good. You know what I'm saying? So that's the concept of that.
Okay. Well, on that note, like another favorite song I got is a Straight Disrespect. And on that song, you say, I ain't a hater, but you so trash, it makes me hate you. Uh, that's funny, but it made me think about how um, you can't call stuff whack. Like I'm older, I'm from an era where something was whack, you called it whack. But
Yeah,
now, if you do that, you get called a hater.
yeah.
Why do you think
Yeah.
trash stuff gets a pass in hip hop today?
Um, People try to run that, I guess, music's objective thing into the ground, that narrative. But man, we got to be real about this, man. Like this is an art, so I guess it is objective to a certain point. But some of this, you know what? The game changed so much. We come up, it had to be. I feel like in earlier times, even if it wasn't lyrical music, even if it wasn't hip hop, it was dance music, whatever it was a certain amount of talent and skill set to it. I think the business side took over.
Mm,
So by the person with the best business has the bigger career. So
right.
I think that kind of makes it hard to say what's good or what's bad. But no, some of this stuff is terrible. You know what I'm saying? It's terrible. There's nothing about it that's good. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and even though music is objective, yeah, we can have our own opinions. It's whack. I don't have to like it. It's terrible to me. It's not. I hear certain music, brother, gives me
Yeah.
goosebumps. Gives me goosebumps, and I don't. That's nothing I can make myself have. That's
Right.
nothing I can say. Oh, but if I hear certain things that I know it's terrible, it's not. No goosebumps in sight. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, man. We just want to make a statement to say, hey, nigga, trash is trash, and that's it. So I guess that makes me hate thank you. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'll just embody that role because I don't like it.
Yeah. I wanted to mention you got a song called Tupac on the album, and the album artwork is taken from the classic Tupac moment.
Yeah. I
We
was trying
we
to figure. Go
we,
ahead.
we talking Chicago, but Tupac is, East Coast and West Coast. What's your favorite Tupac album?
Um, I like one of the All Eyes on Me CDs, but I also my favorite might be Machiavelli because I was younger,
Yeah,
but Machiavelli was like it was like a storyline involved with it.
yeah.
And I think I was young. I was believing the story, like, oh man, Tupac faked his death and he's,
Mm,
Niccolo Machiavelli, all that. But
mm,
yeah, somewhere my mom listened to All Eyes on Me all the time. But when I was really young, I really liked to Holler If You Hear Me. I liked the
mm.
Bud the Rim soundtrack. He had
Right.
some joints on there. Very balling. And
Yeah.
then when I was young, I had a homie named Marvin Gidry. Shout out Bread. That's his street name. White Bread. He um he had the Thug Life CD, and he used to sit down and write the raps to certain songs to try to get to know them. Like he'd write
Mm,
and he back in this time it was tape, so he stayed rewinding it, and I can still remember the rap to the Bury Me a G. You know what
mhm.
I'm saying? From just that sitting that with being with him, and he rewinded that song so many times. It was like thinking back, reminiscing on the thing, getting paid off dope things. I remember it for sure. But yeah, so I just felt like a lot of the imagery you seen with Pac when he got in his little mode, it was like disrespectful. And I couldn't think of a Chicago person that like I needed something visual that represented disrespect. I wish I could have found a Chicago artist, like
That's
in a particular,
Kanye's been
like
pretty disrespectful for the
yeah,
past five
yeah.
years.
On the real, but it's like I would have needed a way to show the moment. Like, what would I
Yeah.
do? Kanye, have a picture of Kanye and what's
Yeah,
her name?
you don't want nothing to
Uh,
Kanye. None. You
and
don't
that's
want
my
that.
favorite.
Yeah.
It's like once Taylor Swift, do I have him? You know what I'm saying? It's like I need it.
That'd be a good one.
Yeah. If I do a part two, I'll probably go with that. You know what I'm saying? Just
That's definitely disrespectful.
I'm gonna tell Machop, I'm gonna shoot that to Machop like, hey, I got the cover idea if we ever do a part two. But basically, once my my business partner Doc 007, he he drew the picture of the Tupac spitting, and I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna use this as cover. So it was just, that I feel like that was a classic picture. Cause
Yeah.
Tupac a grown man, he ain't got no business spitting at nobody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm like, you know what? This is what we going with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah. Tupac was he was going through some
off the ship.
wild times, man.
Yeah, he was too. He's like a lot of us, man. Some of us are multiple people, man. Duality of man is like you got the Tupac with the soft shirt on with the glasses. You
Mhm.
know what I'm saying? But then, or you got the Tupac with the leather vest with no shirt on
Mm.
with you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like sometimes I feel the same way. I got glasses on right now. I'm the same way. I'm in dad mode. But then this particular version of me on this project, I'm Tupac with the leather vest. Cause I feel like that nice guy stuff not gonna get Chicago nowhere. And I walk in certain rooms. It was just a show, just at the end of the year. A lot of the big dogs was in there. I ain't gonna say the names. A lot of the big dogs of the lane was in there. I didn't speak to nobody because I'm just past that. I used to do that. Hey, how you doing? Woo, woo, woo. I'm over that. I'm past that. That don't pay my bills. That don't grow us. That don't get you paid, me paid. F that. You know what I'm saying? We got something going on here, so that's where my focus is.
Okay. Well, last question,
This,
bro. What do you hope to achieve with straight disrespect, respectfully?
I just wanted to open up the eyes to my peers and to some people outside the city that, man, it's okay to stand for something. And not, you know what I'm saying? You either stand for something or you fall for anything. And it's just like, man, like I got this, like I put out a video today and I'm like, like first take. It's called First Taking.
I say first things first off, let me get this little work off. One of the greatest, no arguing or debating, undisputed, no skip Bayless, no shining sharp, growing live. Stephen A. and First Taking this album, I'm commentating. Know how whack these rappers been playing, they act strapped and they saying my street background and live in color. My family like the Wayans, I ain't even gotta say it. My name too heavy to weigh it. No sorority, aka I'm not the alpha kappa to play with, nigga. Keep your opinions, your name too lightweight to weigh in, nigga. I'm slapping rappers at the weigh-in, nigga. I'm slapping rappers on the way in, nigga. If you ain't prepared to go 12 rounds with a hound, you better stay in, nigga.
But then we come right on talking about, robbery in Chicago. It's like First Taking. It's like, man, we allow people to come through here and take position. We need to start taking that back, or whatever the case may be. So I just want to be known that Chicago. I just wanted people to know that Chicago, everybody in Chicago ain't the same. And we ain't going for it. But sometimes I feel like I'm the bum J of the hip hop scene.
Mm.
So it's like, I just wanted to put that out there. Like, man, I'll put it out again right here. I'm not a fan of nothing that ain't us. Other than that, I ain't honoring none of these cats out here.
All right, man. Nah. Rufus Sims, thank you for joining therealhiphop.com.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
You're welcome.
Hey, say back, bro. Your first interview, man.
It's bedtime.
Yeah. Hopefully. He took like 2 naps today, but yeah, it's coming soon.
All right, bro. Peace.
All right, bro. Peace, man.
I say, I hate the way snakes move. Share my old skin, I guess I'm a snake too. Well-known gangster, when we shake, we drop the rakes too. Bitches say I do way too much, boy, I can't take you. I take it as compliments, bitch, thank you. I was locked down, still sharpening my sword, won't hesitate to shank you. My conscience told me don't let that little shit make you or break you. Then Doc told me we do any day now for a breakthrough. I ain't a hater, but you so trash, it makes me hateful. You might be good all over the map, but Chicago hates you. Dome shot, face you, hold the size of a grapefruit. Slow down, my cousin got a line on the K2. That's the deuce, you niggas too loose, I can't relate to. Goof troop, my bars cross over, I'm breaking ankles. There ain't nothing that he can't do. Ain't no current king of Chicago hip-hop, but when it comes to stacking this paper, I'm the staple, nigga. I'm so disrespectful, cause I can never respect you.